It looks fashionable of late to say that somehow the world is being divided into two camps, China and United States. It's actually not what's happening. The world is not being divided into two spheres because, first of all, China is not interested in fighting for some kind of global dominance with the United States. It's just not happening. Rather, China's more interested in fostering a more multipolar world through multilateral arrangements. That's what China is interested in. And at the same time, the United States is certainly looking like it is retreating from wanting to dominate the world, this universal approach to the world, because its own internal contradictions and the problems universalism had caused the United States internally. So there are many forces within the United States saying, hey, look, the American empire, if you want to call it that, is being maintained at the expense of the American nation. So I actually think the trends in both countries are pointing towards a more inclusive world, if you will, for their own separate reasons. So I'm optimistic about a more inclusive world order, and more inclusive world order means to me a multipolar world. Further, other countries like India and the rest of the global south can play a role in this, in the inclusive world order. There are several important global trends in the world today. One, obviously China is becoming more and more powerful, which is leading to a more multipolar world. Two, the US is retreating. That's leading to a more multipolar world because the US used to want to dominate the world. Third is, of course, the rise of the global south. The global south, in its broadest definition, is the entire world outside the Western world and plus Japan. Basically, the global south includes the most populous nation in the world, India, and it includes the fastest growing, the second or the largest economy in the world, depending on how you count, China. And it includes the poorest nations in Africa, but also wealthiest Saudi Arabia, UAE, and military power like Russia. So Global South is extraordinarily pluralistic and diverse. So the rise of the Global South by itself is a huge force towards a multipolar and more inclusive world. And India, of course, one of the major players in the Global South in BRICS and in all the Global South institutions. So India, I think, will be instrumental in constructing a more inclusive world order.